2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Berg here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's see.
Is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher.
Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Sarr. Then it's Coulibaly. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Brogdon in at the 2. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Driving to the basket. Count it. Brogdon's got the game going here with the first basket for the Wizards.
Well, it takes a certain level of composure and willingness to absorb contact on the interior. Step up there, Mr. Brogdon.
Now here's Brunson. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Kuzma with it. Down low. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done.
And so here is New York. 4-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges. In reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together, they hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move for sure. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Poole after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. A wide-open look here for Kuzma. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, you know that Kyle Kuzma has three-point range, boy, and he's got the green light.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. Washington with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of
thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
That one falls for Brunson. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
And both free throws good for Brunson. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
Hey, here's a look at stats for Malcolm Brogdon. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging about 15 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Hart. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Hart with the screen for Bridges. New York, no good that time either. Wizards leading by 3. Sarr, the basket Poole. Now Sarr. Here's Poole. Still scoreless. Sarr's shot is off. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe gave me a few minutes to catch up. We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. You have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's Valanciunas. 8 points his last outing. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Both good from the line that time. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Valanciunas.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Payne, guarded by Poole, and he drives in. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got his second basket.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
There's the triple. The shot off that time. The shot, no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Washington out in front, up 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Knicks trail by 3. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Andrew Shamet is out there with Jalen Brunson. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Sims in at the center. Here's Kispert. Count it. Kispert's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. A 17-footer. And he makes that one. Brunson's got 7. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow.
It's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
It's good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Knicks trail by 5. Shamet, the pass to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Well, such an explosive athlete. Achua off his feet in a hurry.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jonas Valanciunas.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Stolen by George. Now here's Kispert. Defense right on him. Kuzma kicks to Valanciunas. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Valanciunas has got his 3rd basket of the night.
I think we know Jonas Valanciunas is effective inside, but he's got an opportunity and ability and the touch to drain jumpers.
Here's Sims. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Brunson. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Wizards leading by 5. Kispert, the pass to Valanciunas. Now, here's George. It's good from long range. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
And it's Brunson. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. The dunk by Achua. Kuzma outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. ADB, one thing about Kyle Kuzma, at 6'9", he is a big wing.
What I love about him, Kevin, is that he's such a strong shooter. He can bang in the post if you need him to. He always puts up solid rebounding numbers. And I think the final piece we've seen him developing is his ability to distribute the basketball.
No good on that one. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
So New York ends up going with the new group. And he sinks the second.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is this guy understands there's more to the game than just scoring. That's a change from his rookie season. Now he wants to contribute defensively, and he gets on the glass, guys.
Now, here's Bridges. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington. Kuzma outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one goes on Anunoby.
Kuzma has the size and the length to challenge defenders on the interior. Nice job drawing the whistle there.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Washington.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is he's got size and versatility. He's a capable scorer, but he's also now willing to share the rock.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 9 points. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Payne. Here's Koulibaly. Still yet to score. And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Bridges. He's around 18 points per game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
55 seconds left in the first half. Kuzma against Hart. Just 5 to shoot. With the shot. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now, here's Anunoby. 9 points last game out. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. Wizards leading by 6. Now, Poole. He has yet to score. Over to the wing. just his first attempt, and the jumper falls for him. And the Wizards lead by 8. And so it's the Washington Wizards in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, I saw you getting into your team. What's been the problem?
We're playing a low-energy game. We got to get into the ball. Our ball pressure has to be a lot better. Got to challenge shots, so we're playing low energy on offense.
I sense a theme. Energy seems to be a problem. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. But these can be trap games as well.
And that goes to your leadership, man. Good leaders keep you from playing down to your opponent.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Washington Wizards.
The ultimate blue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
He's off on the first. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28, and Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
Now here's Towns. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And with each passing season DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat and offensive rebound and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
That's good from Anunoby. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
Second free throw, no good.
What you love about OG Anunoby, this guy widely regarded as one of the league's top defenders, guys, but he's starting to become a more consistent scorer now as his career has gone on.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. There it goes, it's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Bridges.
Well, a high-motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Now, here's Poole. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Bridges outside. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Kuzma against Hart. Out to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Town. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Wizards leading by 3. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. We know Doris that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. The 4th spot held by Jalen Brunson.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Brogdon. Poole with the screen for Brogdon. Kuzma with it. Defended by Hart. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Josh Hart. The Wizards have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And he's good on the first of 3. And New York making a change here. McBride's checked in. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3.
And really making the most of his opportunities there tonight. Hasn't been the struggle we sometimes see him go through.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Here's Brogdon after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Koulibaly.
That's Jordan Poole's decision-making and pick-and-roll action sets up his teammate nicely.
And here are the Knicks now. 6-point game. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Brogdon the pass to Kuzma. Here's Shaw. Defended by Towns. 4 on the clock. Here's Kuzma. His three-pointers off the mark.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to Bridges. McBride with the ball. New York moving it around. Thompson with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They get a hand on it. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Jalen Brunson. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists. And he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Sims is checked in. And it's Toppin in for Mikal Bridges. Pass to Toppin. Towns looking around. McBride with the ball. Towns the screen. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. And here is Poole. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Screened by Valanciunas. The Wizards with another miss. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Wizards lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Achua is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Payne, and it's Sims in at the center, locking down the middle. Bagley, no good. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. Brunson the pass to Achua. Brunson surveying the D. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Kispert. Here's Bagley over Payne. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist from Kispert. And the Wizards lead by 4.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
And it's Brunson missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Yep, that one goes. And it's a 6-point Wizards lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Brunson outside. There's the 3. Brunson with another miss.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's Carrington, defended by McBride. And here's George for 3. Kispert, the pass to Bagley. It's over Brunson. Marvin Bagley again. 6 points from Marvin Bagley. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And Washington going with a whole new group here. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations, and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the three. We're good, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Anunoby in the corner. Hart, wide open. He fires. New York, no good that time either. Pass to Poole. Back to Koulibaly. Now Sar, defended by Towns. Sar, the pass to Kuzma. Sar sets the screen for Kuzma. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 8. Bridges kicks to Brunson. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Brunson outside to end the cold streak, and it's in there. 9 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson doesn't force shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper, he's more than content to take it.
Here's Koulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the layup.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he's surprised himself with the miss.
Takes a step back. Right with a screen on Brogdon. Bridges for 3. It's rebounded by Poole. Washington leading now by 6. Pass to Brogdon. Shoots over Bridges, and he can't bank that one in.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
.59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kuzma, left side. The shot by Brogdon, wide open. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brunson. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
When you get these opportunities, even when you've got the lead, you've got to take advantage. Really nice to be able to knock down the technical like that.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And Washington can just let the clock run down here. And so Washington takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Guys, thanks. Kyle Kuzma, congrats on the win. What were you able to do successfully tonight?
I think as a team collectively, we just got stops and we kind of found a rhythm on offense, and I think we just got it done like that.
Well, that rhythm led to a W, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.